Do you feel, because one of the reasons we're having this conversation is when we reached out and asked you about doing a workshop, maybe like a build a machine workshop at Paradise. Your first comment,
Yeah.
are people interested in
Do
taking
they even
this?
care anymore? Like, is anybody going to take this seminar? Am I going to come out here and get all set up? And is anybody going to be interested anymore? Because,
Yeah,
most of the new tattooers, I don't even think understand why they might want to care. Like the information is gone.
I do feel like there's this for people who never used coils and they hear the same thing that we were just saying right here, is like we're always trying to mimic the trying to get rotaries to mimic coils, and I feel like that people are interested enough that they're like, well, what is that? Like, what do they mean by that?
What do they mean by
Use,
that?
yeah, I've only used pins forever, so maybe if I could, build my own coil, I could, get an idea of
For sure.
what that's about. So it kind of struck me. I was thinking before we set up to do this call, it's like, wow, it's crazy to think, that
But here we are. Having that conversation. Exactly. Like this thing that's been around and has been so incredibly important is almost obsolete already, and it did happen really fast, really fast.
yeah, incredibly. I wonder, do you feel like that? I mean, everything seems like it kind of comes back around. Obviously, coils are a lot more interesting to look at. They're a lot just cooler all around. And do you see any? Do you feel like it may kind of swing back around? I know maybe not in sales or whatever right now, but just in your own kind of experience talking to tattooers.
I think there is. Yeah. We have seen a lot of, like what you said, like people who have been only tattooing for a couple of years, who've never even touched a coil machine. They are hearing about it. You can't be completely ignorant to the existence of coil machines, right? Like even if you've never seen one. So I do think that they're curious. I do think that, it's kind of the same thing with the older guys getting interested in the rotaries is the other way around because, okay, well, we're kind of used to this now. We kind of know what to expect. And is there something more that I could get out of something else? I'm curious. I want to see. So I do think we're going to see it swing back. And everyone was saying, like, from the very beginning, every the bottom's gonna fall out, wild's gonna fall out. Like, we can't sustain this. We can't sustain this. And I've always been, it just keeps going right up. So now, honestly, I think it's gotta, right. The bubble's gotta burst at some point. Like some people aren't gonna be able to support themselves doing this because it's so completely flooded, and you're only gonna have real curious, dedicated people who care about the craft, and they are going to want to absorb that information. They are going to want to carry that on. It is cooler. It's like you're not going to keep a rotary pen. You're not going to have them all like you should see my booth. I have like a collection of like 150 tattoo machines like on display on my bulkhead. You're not going to see that with these pens. You're not. You're going to throw them away when the motor runs out, and you're going to get another one. So that in itself is like this collector aspect of it, the part that it came from someone who built it for a purpose, and the fact that they age well, they're really cool, it's that magic, springs and magnetism, man. Like, yeah, it's, you gotta get it just right, and then it's like,
Yeah.
it's not just